Okay, I'm going to show you how to graph on the XY grid in this video. So your XY grid looks like this, and it's sectioned off into 4 sections, or what we call quadrants, and it goes counterclockwise. So we got quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and then quadrant 4. So the most important part is the middle where the X and Y axis intersect. That's where you're always going to start. So that right there is point 0, 0, right in the middle, and that's known as the origin. So it makes sense because origin is kind of like the beginning, which it is here. So step 1, when you're graphing your points, you always want to start at the origin. So I'm going to write that down. Then you're going to graph your point, and your X coordinate is going to tell you to go either left or right. And then your Y coordinate is going to tell you to either go up or down. And then after you do your X and your Y parts, then you're going to place your point where you end up. So it's just better if I start with an example. So suppose I want to graph the point 1, 2. So I start at the origin. Now, the X part is 1 and the Y part is 2. So because 1 is positive, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to change the pencil here, and I'm going to change it to blue. And I'm not going to plot my point, but I'm going to start to walk 1 spot to the right. I'm going to the right because 1 is positive. I don't put my point down yet because now I'm going to do the Y part. Y is 2, so that means I'm going to go up because up is going to be positive for Y and down will be negative. So then I go up 2 spots, and then that right there is where I place my point. So you don't place your point until you've done your X and your Y parts. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to erase that, and then I'm just going to put 1, 2 close to where that point is. And I don't really need the path. Okay. So let's look at another one. So I'm going to actually write it up here. So let's look at the point 5, negative 2. So again, you get your X and your Y part. So you start at the origin. So X is 5, so that's positive. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. Y is negative, so I'm not going to go up. I'm going to go down. And now that I've done both parts, then I can put my dot or my point, and then I can also label it. So do another one here. Let's do negative 2, 4. So again, always starting at the origin. So X is negative 2, which means I'm going to go to the left 2 spots. Y is 4, so I'm going to go up 4 spots. And then how about negative 3, negative 3? So again, start at the origin. Negative 3 is X. I go 1, 2, 3 to the left, and then 1, 2, 3 down. And then I put my point there. So why don't we take a look, actually. What I'm going to do here is I'm done with those. I'm going to need a little bit more space here. Let's look at these points. So why don't we look at the points 2, 0, negative 1, 0, 0, 3, and then 0, negative 6. Actually, let's do 0, negative 5. So again, this first one here, 2, 0, so I start in the middle, I go 1, 2 to the right. Now Y is 0, so I'm not going to go up or down. So that point 2, 0 is going to lie right on the x-axis. Likewise, negative 1, 0, I start in the middle, I go negative 1 to the left, Y is 0. So that point's going to lie on the x-axis. So similarly for 0, 3, and 0, negative 5, I'm starting in the middle, but x is 0 in both cases, so I'm not going left or right, but I am going up 3. So 0, 3 is going to lie on the y-axis. And then the second one, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So that one's going to lie on the y-axis there. So again, you're going to go left on your x portion. I'm going to write it right here. If it was negative, you're going to go right if it was positive. For your y, you're going to go up if it's positive, and you're going to go down if it's negative. And you're always going to start at the origin. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.